remote northern wilderness of Manitoba, 1961 marked the dawn of an ambitious engineering feat that would reshape the landscape and the future of energy in the region. In 1976, the Manitoba government issued an Interim Water Power Act to initiate the Churchill River Diversion project. The CRD was designated to enhance hydroelectric power generation by redirecting water from the Churchill River system, channeling it through the Rat River, into the Burntwood River, and ultimately into the Nelson River system.
And all the high demands of hydro, like they control the water and everything, every single way here. There's no way we have a say with this. It's just the way we have to live with this, all this damage to the shore and all this trees in the water and everything else. It's pretty bad. Eroded trees, water damage, erosion. My name is Wendel Harvey. I work with ATK. I worked with them for 3 years. When I worked 2 years ago, the water level was way high. Probably all the way up to the tree line.
In 1977, 5 Cree Nation bands, including the Tataskweyak Cree Nation of Split Lake, negotiated the Northern Flood Agreement with Canada, Manitoba, and Manitoba Hydro. The project re-engineered Lake Winnipeg so that its flows could be controlled in accordance with electricity needs. When demand is greatest, its waters are released into the Nelson River, causing flooding of the northern communities downstream.
There is one thing only that you can predict in big projects like this, and that is that the system that you're used to, the seasons that the water normally rises, the water levels, the thickness of the ice, those things will all change, and as many of you know, have already changed. Nobody is quite certain what will happen, but someday you will probably see them.
Mr. Beardy, you understand who I am. I'm a lawyer for the Government of Canada, working in cooperation with your legal counsel for Canada.
Our elders already knew something was wrong.
The whole diversion thing have affected the area here where we are now. It's affected the immediate area like Churchill River. We want to draw water out of that lake anymore after seeing that like muddy kind of water, dirt. There's no water there. That's where my trap line is, up in that area. My stomach starts to be upset. It just does not agree with the water.
And it was our elders who taught us you never drink water from between 2 beaver dams. And why? Because you get sick. And what do we have on either side of our community? 2 big beaver dams, hydro dams.
Well, I want to bring up Tataskweyak Cree Nation, which is also in our region. They've struggled without clean drinking water for years. When asked about these failures, a spokesperson for ISC said the following, quote, Indigenous Services Canada has supported the community in the repairs and upgrades to their water treatment center to ensure water quality continues to meet approved guidelines, unquote.
We can't even use it for drinking. We can't, water is what keeps us alive.
The ugliness of that water, because the spirit of the water is gone from the river now.
I think we've just been getting bottled water for about 2 to 3 years now, but before that we consumed the water straight from the water treatment plant. And I don't believe the water treatment plant was able to treat our water. And people are sick, they don't know why they're sick. Nursing station can't figure out why they're sick. It's very scary. Not only that, we had a high number of women have miscarriages.
We took it upon ourselves with our own funding to do an independent water quality study for Split Lake.
Previous chief and council took Canada to court.
He initiated a class action lawsuit against Canada for what happened to the water here. It also went to the United Nations.
Lawsuit, hopefully being shamed on the international stage, will force them to act.
We won the class action lawsuit.
We're here to announce that we have reached an agreement in principle to resolve a class action lawsuit as a forward commitment to support reliable access to safe drinking water on reserve.
Kind of been like a double-edged sword, like yay, and what now?
Tataskweyak Cree Nation has declared a state of emergency after the suicides of 9 young people in the last 14 months.
It's one of the things I have to tell you about. I lost a lot of my memory from when I lost my son.
And the crisis in Tataskweyak was on the agenda tonight when Prime Minister Trudeau and the premiers held their regular teleconference meeting.
First I lost my nephew, then my son, then my other nephew.
You know, and everything is connected to water. Life is water.
Manitobans, in all your wisdom over the past 5 decades, have built this up and positioned our province to be ready to make the most of this current moment where the world is looking to decarbonize.
Our economic plan is all about making Canada a clean electricity superpower.
Clean, green Manitoba Hydro power.
Manitobans should be proud that you own some $32 billion in assets that are going to allow us to be that superpower that Minister Freeland is talking about.
That's the bane of my existence, those words, man. My name is Robert Spence. I'm from Tataskweyak, born here, raised here, lived here all my life. Hunter, fisherman, trapper, fished both domestic and commercially when it was viable at the time.
There's all that erosion from the burned wood, the Nelson River, settles here, covers up all our fish food, and then therefore taking away the livelihood of the fishermen.
Our ability to be able to harvest and go out onto the water here on Split Lake has been taken away.
Like over here in that bay over there, that used to be a productive fishing spot. But now you go there, all around the bay, it's just even, flat, 8 or 10 feet of water. Nothing, there's no shoal or anything for the fish or minnows to stay in. That kind of stuff.
Manitoba Hydro development killed the fishery on Split Lake. I was a commercial fisherman on Split Lake before I got on council.
They looked at it, oh my God, it's beautiful. Well, you should have seen it before, you guys destroyed it, I was thinking.
Because of what Hydro's done to the waterways, I wasn't able to fish anymore. And my son didn't like the fact that I stopped commercial fishing and that I sold our fish camp and that I lost our connection. I lost my son in July 1, 2021 to suicide. A lot of the things that affect our community are from industry and from Manitoba Hydro development.
What Hydro did was we had an agreement with them as part of the Keeyask deal there that they would provide opportunities for the people to go elsewhere.
That's where I came in and started utilizing some of the programs from within the office. What we did was we bought a plane.
What we try to do is create programs to get our people back on the land.
We need more of our people to get back out on the land the way we used to live. That's what the Access program gives us. It gives us the ability to be able to go out onto the land away from hydro-impacted waterways. My late son loved it out there out in the Churchill River. And he said to me, Dad, why don't we get more youth out here that don't have dads, that don't have camps? And that's what Access program gives these kids. This program, that the annual youth camp that I'm trying to get going, will help to lessen the number of funerals that we're having in the community. My son was not the only one that was lost to suicide. We've lost so many. During that time, I lost two nephews. And my son all within a month. Oh, You see, the kids here nowadays growing up along the shores of Split Lake here at Tataskweyak have become normalized to seeing how the water looks out there is normal, when it's not.
But my people don't see it, this generation, because they've never been out on the land. They say that way of life is gone. I don't see it like that. I see it as being dormant, because I could feel my ancestors pulling me. Come back, take our old ways back. They kept quiet about our ways, because they wanted to protect our people from the suffering they went through, the trauma. So they kept quiet till they took it to their graves to protect our children, their children. They thought that all that events that happened to them, My name is Ivan Keeper. I'm from Split Lake, Manitoba. And I've been here most of my life, my lifetime, I guess. Trapping and hunting, fishing, gathering, medicines. Bear grease. Rabbit root, they call them in English. These are weehezet. Use them for cold medicines, and you can mix them with these for if you have arthritis, all that,
What's that?
Bear root.
Bear root, what is that used for?
Oh, you can see for rubbing it in your cuts. We've been doing that for years, centuries, since time immemorial, I guess.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at I think these are called biface. They're for scraping, Fleshing. Probably this oldest piece is probably these big pieces there. 7,000 years maybe.
We need more planes. That's what we need. Because right now, as it stands, before Brett got here with his Turbo 185, holy smokes, that's something I never seen. I never thought I'd see in my life. The little red engine that thought it could, and it did. Yeah, before Brett got here, Joseph was doing it all on his own, man. Like, hats off to Joseph. Kudos to him, man. Like, that guy's a hero for the community. I'm not kidding. He went all out above and beyond. The expectations on him were great, were immense. The number of people that he was able to get out there. Camp to camp, holy smokes.
Time to get the bird fueled up, and we're gonna go do another load. Got some more moose to bring in. Helping my buddy Joseph out here up in Split Lake, Tataskweyak Cree Nation. They got a traditional hunt, fall hunt, and here we are. We're doing it up here. making it happen.
He'll be on TikTok, Moose Hunter 204. If I'm not banned.
There you go.
Pull it forward. Yep.
Too much work. You got to cut it in the proper places.
You go first. Yep.
Ready? 1, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
So it's done in the big leagues.
Three, two, one. Yeah. I got it. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah, gain your footing, gain your footing. Not easy, Auntie Moose.
We did it.
We can't actively go out onto the lake and harvest as we once did. And that's what the Access program gives us. The Access program is funded by Manitoba Hydro, but that was argued for by our past leaders and elders who fought for what was right. It was only right that what was lost here be given back to us in other ways.
Reached an agreement in principle to resolve a class action lawsuit.
From that class action lawsuit, we got a new source of drinking water. It will no longer be piped in from Split Lake. They're going to retrofit and refurbish the old water treatment plant.
And from a new source of water, we're getting it from Ashan Lake now,
which is just north of Split Lake, through an 11-kilometer long pipe. The new water treatment plant will be pumping water to the old water treatment plant to service the rest of the community.
and we hope that, that really has an impact in our quality of water.
Our elders only asked to replace what was lost, what was being taken away. Something that the elders worked so hard for. This building is a representation of all their hard work and their determination and their fierceness and their tenacity.
For whatever is taken, you're going to get 4 back.
4 acres for one.
4 times as much.
There's the museum here that we have here, a collection of all the things that our past people used. Our elders used and our ancestors used. There's arrowheads here, there's pottery here, and everything going up to dog harnesses and old 22s here. It's an honor to be sitting within these walls for what they fought for. This is part of what truth and reconciliation is. But this is just minuscule compared to the monumental task that we still have to work towards, you know what I mean?
You know, we've had lots of promises, but not always kept, unfortunately, and we get bounced around from one government to another government, and somebody blames somebody else, and it doesn't help us much. It wears out a lot of shoe leather walking around trying to get some answers. I go one place and I get one answer, and I go someplace else and I get a different answer, and the sort of battle that seems to go on, unfortunately, between the federal government and the provincial government and Hydro, and nobody wanting to take responsibility.